What's happening, everybody? The world is a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And it is late, very late on Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. And the Yankees have now taken a 2-0 lead in the American League Championship Series. And before we get into the excitement, before we start feeling good, I am pumped up. I just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at PodCobblePod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook at Productive Conversations. So how about that? Game 2 in the books, and it was another smooth Yankee win. Sure, moments here and there. Garrett Cole wasn't lights out as we'd like him to be. But once again, the Yankees bullpen does come in to put in some good work. We have Clay Holmes, who people wanted to run out of town at one point, blowing 12 saves in this season. And I mean, I even saw it in person. But he holds it down. We got another good outing from Tim Hill. Tommy Kahnle put in some work. Luke Weaver, despite the Jose Ramirez home run, he doesn't let up much. He keeps the lead intact. And yeah, we got some good things from our pitching staff. The Yankees offense. We finally got the Aaron Judge home run we were looking for. That deep bomb in the center field. Gleyber Torres once again absolutely pounding the baseball. 3 for 5 today with 2 runs scored. We had Juan Soto knocking another hit. Jazz Chisholm adding to the mix. Volpe and Rizzo both getting a couple hits today. And another RBI base hit from Alex Verdugo. Pretty solid stuff, am I right? Lots to be excited about with this 6-3 Yankee victory. And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Cleveland Guardians, again, did have some moments in there. They definitely created some pressure, and there was definitely moments where we were sweating throughout this game. But ultimately, the Yankees' defense and pitching effort made sure things were okay, and we pretty much saw almost the entire Guardians pitching staff out there today. And it really sucks for them not having an established rotation like that. But it's a big miss. And I mean, did you really feel threatened whatsoever with this? And as I'm working and watching this and just not feeling nervous whatsoever, even when they were putting runners on base, and boy, did the Guardians leave a lot of runners on base. But ultimately, things wound up settling down and things were okay. And I mean, just the only other things that really concerned me after tonight's win was Austin Wells still getting the cleanup role, not hitting whatsoever. He's not even hitting balls hard and not hitting balls deep. I mean, of course you need the guy's defense out there. He's a pretty damn good catcher, and we like him. And technically a rookie of the year candidate. Um, I believe he's a rookie of the year candidate. I don't know what's deep in the rookie of the year race, but he definitely should be in there. And he's holding it down, and the pitchers love throwing to him clearly. And yeah, that's the only thing that really bothers me. But Stanton cooled off a little bit too, but he did at least hit them balls hard today, and they feel okay. But everyone besides those two Yankees got a hit, so thumbs up there. And yeah, now you go into Cleveland with as much momentum as ever, and yeah, it's really gonna get the Guardians. The Guardians, if anything, if you are gonna beat this Yankee team, you gotta score very early, despite using all this bullpen help. Despite all this bullpen help that the Guardians needed for tonight, ultimately there were moments where they did hold the Yankees a bit, but And I believe, looking deep, they've won games with their bullpen as long as they made deep leads. But ultimately, Yankees, what we talk about, scoring first, making it unreachable, and pretty much with our stellar pitching so this season, especially the bullpen. The bullpen the regular season was definitely iffy, if not our biggest weakness. But yeah, everybody is stepping up where they need to. And how can you not be satisfied with that? Especially Clay Holmes. It's almost like, wow, this guy really is redeeming himself in this. The Holmes and Weaver combos, switching their roles together as the setup man to the closer, and they're just doing nothing but shutting people down. And again, despite Weaver giving up that home run and it's not going to kill you, against really the only threat in the lineup. I know Kwan's good. Naylor's had our number sometimes, but not really nervous. No, they're not. Only Jose Ramirez. And definitely Cleveland had their moments. They had bases loaded a couple times. They got Cole out early and they couldn't do anything about it. So we're clearly seeing an inferior team doing the best they can, and it's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's not good enough. And Yankees pounding on. And how about just Aaron Judge? Much needed a home run. Adding insurance, even if it was just an insurance run, you take them in these October games, as we've seen. Deep in the game, those final outs mean everything. When you get to the sixth, when you get to the seventh, eighth, and ninth inning, when it goes from 9 outs away to 6 outs away to 6 outs to three, and then you get those final 3 outs, it's nerve wracking. The pressure is on. And though, at the least, that with the exception of game two with the Royals, so far, Yankees being 5-1 in this postseason and not really having a threat. And they only lost by 2 runs in the Royal game as well. And everything's on point for them. And they never really had a sweat. They never really had a deep challenge. And I expect them even going to a raucous Cleveland crowd. And we've seen in the past that they love their Indian/Guardians, and they've definitely held their own in the past. And even in the postseason, the Indian/Guardians have actually played the Yankees pretty well on their home turf. And on our home turf, they're almost hopeless. They don't pull off things, with the exception of '07 happened to win the final playoff game at the old stadium. That's really it. And a couple of moments in the 17 ALDS, but yeah, it's all about the Yankees home. Not the '07 AL, not the 17 ALCS. Really, only '07 ALDS they actually threatened us at home. The Yankees they've had their moments out in Cleveland. Um, we can refer to the Midges game. I remember that very well in middle school. Lindor's grand slam in 17, the Girardi mishap with the replay. We all remember that mess that would happen. And even in the 2022 ALDS, Naylor's home run against Cole, and who you can't forget in the 97 ALDS as well. Mo, very early in his closing career, a home run against Sandy Alomar giving up. Paul O'Neill running for his life to second, keep the season alive. Yankees have definitely have had mixed experiences in Cleveland, but they've also had their successes, as we can refer to, winning a crucial game 5 in the 17 ALDS. CC on the mound, Brett Gardner's clutch hit. Can't forget that. Um, and in moments like that, and we can only, I only expect us to make more moments. And I would be very, very surprised if the Yankees are playing again in the ALCS in the Bronx, which I would believe. Let me double check. If that were so to happen, game 6 would be Monday, 7 would be Tuesday. I don't expect that to take place. I'm not gonna feel cocky and say they're gonna sweep. I respect this team enough to at least get maybe one, but no more than one. I expect this series to be over no later than this Saturday in a game 5 on Saturday night. Definitely hoping would like it to be a sweep and we finish the series on Friday. But we'll ultimately see there. Like I said, Yankees have had their ups and downs at Cleveland, but this Yankee team is far superior than the Cleveland Guardians right now, as they're still trying to figure themselves out. Young with a very young manager, um, still trying to get some more people on Jose Ramirez's level, get a healthy bullpen. Only time will tell on that one. But for now, anything can happen. Let's just focus on game 3. Clark Schmidt on the mound, game 3, Thursday night, or I should actually believe it's Thursday afternoon. Yeah, it's Thursday afternoon, 5 o'clock Thursday. Oh, that will be convenient actually, because that'll be convenient due to the Tweetcap recording at 8:30. So that will work out. Hopefully that game doesn't take as long as tonight did. Tonight was a long game. Even with the pitch clock and starting at 7:30, but who cares? Yankees won. Yankees won, and that's what we needed on behalf of the offense tearing it up again and the bullpen holding it down. Can't get any better than that. Very proud of the Bombers. We'll see you on Thursday night. We will do an instant reaction. If not right when the game ends at around 8, I might even not start the tweet cap until that game's over. Hopefully the game ends in 3 hours. If not 4, I will stall it because I just want this game to win and I will record my reaction to game 3 of the ALCS. If I have enough time before the tweet cap recording at 8:30 on Thursday, if not, definitely after that. And I will drop multiple pods as I've been doing all week and been enjoying it all week. Been loving the grind. But great work today. Clark Smith, game 3. Let's get some momentum back. And we'll be back at it tomorrow with the Mets game 3. Excuse me. With the Mets game 3. Mets and Dodgers NLCS game 3. And quick preview looking into that momentarily. That's going to be fun. Raucous City crowd. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Wednesday, Dodgers and Mets game 3, a crucial game 3, as this is now a best 3 out of 5 series. So I'm just waiting for this to load to get the pitching matchup really quick. But I believe it's Severino for the Mets and Walker Buehler for the Dodgers. And yep, they got that one right. So that's going to be an intriguing matchup. And we have the Dodgers opening as the run line favorite. But it looks like it's pretty close either way. The both money lines. Dodgers at 105 at minus 105, the Mets at minus 115. So neither of them are underdogs. They're just going to edge it out to the Dodgers with the better lineup. And Walker Buehler, though, did not start off hot against San Diego, is still a solid pitcher and has proven himself in this league. And Severino, who's had his up and downs for the Yankees in the postseason, has pitched pretty well for the Mets. Pitching big in Milwaukee, pitching big against the Phillies, and we will now see where this all unfolds. So I'm excited. I'm just gonna enjoy the game, sit back and relax, and we'll see what happens. Mets and Dodgers. I'm excited to see the crowd in Flushing, Queens at Citi Field. But we got 24 hours until then. For now, let us enjoy this beautiful fall night. And it really felt like I think it was as much like 49 degrees today. It was a fall autumn evening, smelling those campfires, smelling the crisp fall air. And the Yankees and Mets are playing playoff games, and the Yankees are looking really, really good. 2 wins away, and you can just feel it. First World Series since 2009. Still got to get there, but at least the path is looking clear. All right, so that will be our reaction to Game 2 of the ALCS. Yankees win by a score of 6-3, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. An instant reaction to Game 3 of the NLCS. Mets and Dodgers tied at 1. All right, I'll see you all then. And don't forget for our picks on Thursday for college football and the NFL, and then another tweet cap on Friday, and then more reactions throughout the rest of the week in the world of baseball. All right, my name is Matt Brown. I'm the host of the Productive Conversations podcast, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow to talk Mets and Dodgers, Game 3, NLCS.